But if I have to choose a winner between these two shoes, so which one am I reaching for? Well, I'm going to... So in today's shoe comparison review, we've got another Max Stack battle here. We've got the Puma MagMax Nitro up against the New Balance More V5. So we're going to go through their similarities, their differences, and their key features. And hopefully from that, that's going to give you guys a great indication of choosing the right shoe for you. But before we get into it, a big shout out to my #1 running store, the Running Company at Geelong. I've got a link to their website in the description. Make sure you go check out that and check out all their running gear. And also guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now checking out our quick specs here. Now what you can see there, they're pretty evenly matched across the board, but you're going to pay a little bit more here for the Puma. Now in the weight, there is not much between them. Wearing both shoes at the same time, I cannot feel the difference between the weight. And in the stack heights, the Puma is the taller stack. Can you feel that on the foot? Yeah, you definitely can feel it. And also you can really notice that 8mm drop in the Puma, because the More certainly feels like the much flatter shoe. And with our uppers here, so lots of similarities in the uppers, but two pretty different designs. So they both use engineered mesh. And I think that the breathability in both shoes is about the same. So the breathability is pretty good, but both, it's coming into some here in Australia, and both have got like a fair bit of padding, and they're quite built up shoes. So they're going to get a little hot in summer. So both shoes as well have really solid heel caps at the back. But in the padding department, you're going to get more padding or more plush padding in the More. So nice big puffy pillow here around at the back on the Achilles, and all that puffy padding does roll into the tongue of this shoe. This tongue is gusseted. The tongue is meshed, but don't be fooled by that. It's not super breathable through the tongue. As I said, it is a bit of a warm shoe because it's coming into summer here. Lockdown though, excellent in the More. In the fit, true to size in the length, and in the width, it is about normal. The volume is about normal as well. What you need to worry about with this shoe in the fit, because it's got so much padding at the back, and the angle of that heel cup there, it's got a tendency to push your foot forward in this shoe. So to some people, it might feel like the shoe is coming up short. Now, if that's happening to you, you may opt for a half size up, or you could just do like a lace lock at the back just to really lock the heel in. But that's up to you guys. Build quality and stepping comfort, really, really nice. So differences here with the MagMax. So as I said, still really solid at the heel counter. A little bit less padding around the heel collar here. And the tongue is totally different in the MagMax. So it is a stretch knit tongue. So it's going to feel a bit thicker and maybe a bit hotter, but it's still got lots of breathing holes through it. But yeah, pretty good. It is gusseted, that stretch knit tongue, but it does a great job to lock your foot down in this shoe. Lockdown is excellent in the MagMax. In the fit department here, so it's probably a little longer than what you're going to find in the More. So yeah, you got a little bit more length, and you don't have that issue with the padding pushing your foot forward. So for this one, it's definitely true to size. The toe box is of a medium width as well, and the volume of the toe box is just right as well. Build quality is excellent, and again, stepping comfort excellent. And with the outsole, so two very different designs going on here. So with the More V5, you can see there's actually not that much rubber on the shoe. Just where the black parts are on the bottom of the shoe, that is the rubber. The rubber compound is quite soft, and the tread pattern that you use, it's like that they're like these pods. So there's not like a lot of traction or a lot of lugs on the bottom of this shoe, but obviously that's just meant to, it's meant to enhance the ride of this shoe. So it's not meant to take anything away from the ride, this outsole. So it's meant to really enhance that really soft, squishy feeling of the shoe. We've got exposed foam through the middle of the shoe, but this exposed foam doesn't really touch the ground. So they've done a great job of where they put the rubber on the bottom of this shoe and the pods. Grip in this shoe, in the dry, excellent. In the wet, this rubber is still pretty good as well. Durability department, it is going to show signs of wear, but it's not going to affect performance. What we've got here in the MagMax, so they are using Puma Grip, and Puma Grip is really the market leader when it comes to outsole rubber. So you get a lot more outsole rubber on the bottom of this shoe. Obviously going to boost the durability up. The rubber is a lot thicker as well, and the tread pattern is a lot more aggressive. So you've got these little lugs all over the shoe, and it's pretty much the entire forefoot, one piece down the lateral side and in the high wear area at the back. But the grip, this Puma grip is, as I said, market leading. It doesn't falter in any conditions. It's absolutely excellent. And the durability in this shoe, or in this rubber, is absolutely excellent as well. And in our midsoles, so two of the chunkiest midsoles on the market. So what you get in the More V5, the foam that they use here is called Fresh Foam X. Now this Fresh Foam X is a really soft foam. It's really compliant, so you sink into it quite a lot. It's just really made for cushion. But it's a simple design here, just a huge slab of that Fresh Foam X. There's no carbon plate or no nylon plate or anything like that. But rigidity-wise, it's still a pretty stiff shoe. As I said, a little bit of flex there, but in comparison to normal shoes that don't have plates on the market, it is still quite stiff. Now in our geometry, we've got a nice little 4-foot rocker here, which you can actually feel in this shoe, which is quite rare when a shoe is quite soft. Usually when a shoe is really soft and it has a rocker, it's really hard to feel, but you can actually feel it in this shoe. So they've done a really good job here. Now in our MagMax, huge stack of their foam, which is called not the Nitro foam. Now this Nitro foam is obviously nitrogen injected foam, and it's going to feel totally different to the Fresh Foam X. So it's still a huge slab of it, but it's certainly not as compliant, so you don't sink into it quite as much. Now again, there's no plate or carbon plate or anything in this shoe, but in the rigidity department, so how stiff is this shoe? So this shoe is stiffer than what you're going to find in the More. Now in the geometry department as well, this shoe has got a 4-foot rocker, just like you're going to find in the More. However, it is more prevalent, so you can feel the rocker sensation more in the MagMax, more so than the More. And in our rides, so what you're going to get in the More is a really soft, squishy, and a bouncy ride. So what you get here, the softness is just amazing. So you get a lot of sink into this foam, as I said, and you sink right into the foam, so lots of squish. And as you roll through the foot strike, it's got just enough consistency to it, just to give you some spring out as well. So you get a nice amount of bounce coming out of the foot strike. But the rebound in this shoe is quite slow. So you bounce right in, and then it's got a nice big slow bounce out. So it's just built for comfort. It's certainly not built for speed. It's got a really super wide platform as well, so you feel really, really safe in this shoe. So you're not going to roll your ankle in it, even though the shoe is really, really soft. Now, the difference with the MagMax, again, so this one is a soft shoe, but it's a different type of softness. So as I said before, this shoe is not as compliant. So there's not as much squish in this shoe. So this foam won't let you squish into it quite as much. And it's a much quicker rebound when you roll through your foot strike. So you still get a pretty soft landing, lots of protection from the road, just like the More. However, you don't sink into it as much, and the rebound is really quick. So it's got like a poppy or a peppy feeling, more so than a really soft and squishy marshmallow feeling. So they're the real differences between these two shoes. It's still got a nice big wide platform, so you don't feel like that you can, like it feels pretty stable. It doesn't feel like you can roll over it all. However, you're probably more prone to roll your ankle, probably in the stiffer shoe. So in the MagMax more so than the More, even though this one is slightly firmer. But if you're a runner that probably needs some type of support or some arch support or some level of stability, the more stable shoe in that department is going to be the MagMax. And best use, so both these two shoes are great for easy days, great for your recovery days. They're just going to really save the legs. They're also great for your daily miles as well. I think you're going to get more use though out of the Puma MagMax. I think it is the more durable shoe. The foam is more durable and the outsole is more durable as well. So it's probably going to be the better daily trainer. When your legs are really beat up and they really need some cuddling, the softer ride for in the More V5 may accommodate people a little better if you like a really soft ride. But again, both excellent for easy days, your recovery days. Daily trainers, great as well. Where the MagMax does shine though over the More, I think, is the long run, and that's just because of that foam. So that little bit firmer foam, that quicker rebound, it's the more efficient shoe. So you're going to feel, you're not going to feel as lethargic, or you're not going to feel like you're working as hard on the long run in this shoe, more so than the More. So yes, we do have two of the chunkiest Max Stack shoes on the market, and by the look of them, so if you've seen them both on the shelf, you didn't know much about them, you'd probably think they would deliver the same type of ride or a similar ride. However, they do feel very different. So it's going to come down to what you guys want out of your shoes. So remember, they're both going to be great. They're going to protect your legs. They're going to save your legs. They're going to be great for your easy days, your recovery days. But just what do you value out of your shoe? If you want a really soft, marshmallowy, pillowy ride, then the more's for you. And if you don't like that type of ride, you like something a little bit more firmer with a little bit of pop and a little bit of bounce, then the MagMax is going to be for you. But if I have to choose a winner between these two shoes, so which one am I reaching for? Well, I'm going to go for the MagMax, and that is just because, well, it is more durable. It's still going to do the same things that the More can do, so it's going to be great for my easy days, my recovery days, but I can also use this as on the long run as well. So just the versatility wins for me. But honestly, two great Max Stack shoes. But anyway, guys, that is it from me. Any questions you've got regarding these two shoes or how they relate to anything else, just ask me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.